Yeah. I've never made beer, but it's definitely like it's good. Yeah, because they just use the sugar and honey.
Few more minutes.
The buddy does honey sells it at farmers markets. And the biggest
And you probably
All right, everybody. Get started. Welcome to this year's ACI Awards Contest. My name is Beth Quillian. I'm the Public Information Officer at the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, and this is my second year attending ACI. And I was voted onto the board last year, and this is my second year being co-chair of the awards committee with Chris Martin from Wyoming. It's been a lot of if this is your first year at ACI and you're still kind of learning a bit about us, the awards contest is really exciting. We do it every year, and it's an opportunity for all of our member agencies to submit content across 35 different categories and to showcase their work. We recruit judges to look at that work and critique it and put together this awards presentation. So this year we had 507 entries, which is pretty great, from 40 different agencies. And it's the range of content that was submitted is pretty impressive, and it was cool being part of the awards committee to kind of get the real behind the scenes look. You really get to see a bit of everything. So thank you, first of all, to all of our entrants, and also thank you to our judges. We couldn't do the contest without you. So if you were a judge this year, or if you've been a judge in the past, we really appreciate you. So thank you very much. And without further ado, so our first category up here is graphics, advertising, display. And in third place, we have Utah, DWR, all about L. And for some instruction, if you are the person who's receiving awards for your agency, you'll come up here to the front. Blake, our president, will present you with your plaque. If there's an agency not here, we'll just set it aside and deal with that later. But if you're here, come up and get your plaque. Yeah, no one here from Utah? No one? Oh, yeah, you're very welcome. In second place, we have Missouri. And as a note, okay, we had a tie for first place this year, so get ready. First place, we've got Arkansas with their pop-up banners. Not seeing anyone from Arkansas. And also in first place, Nebraska. Next is graphics layout. In third place, we have Texas Parks and Wildlife. All right. I know we have some Texas. In second place, we have Colorado Parks and Wildlife. And in first place, Texas Parks and Wildlife. Next up is graphics, logo illustration. In third place, we have, this should be the Washington department, not Ohio, I'm sorry about that. In second place, we have Colorado Parks and Wildlife, Bluebird Species Illustration. And in first place, here we go, Ohio DNR Division of Wildlife. Next up, Flora and Fauna Photography in third place. Missouri Department of Conservation.
We're gonna see each other.
In second place, Utah. And in first place, Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Next up, photography people. In third place, we have Wyoming Fish Department. In second place, Texas Parks and Wildlife. And in first place, Nebraska. Next up, scenic photography. In third place, Nebraska game.
I feel like there's a path. Being more down here. Congratulations.
In second place, Texas Parks and Wildlife.
Yeah, congratulations.
And in first place, Minnesota. Next, we've got studio/enhanced photography. We have third place tie in this category. So third place, we've got Texas Parks and Wildlife. Also in third place, Texas Parks and Wildlife.
You just want to hand this out.
Stay there. Don't go back.
Second place, Missouri Department of Conservation.
Oh, yeah.
And in first place, Nebraska Game and Parks.
Congratulations again.
We've got calendar up next. In third place, oh look, Nebraska Game and Parks. In second place, Ohio And in first place, Wyoming game. Next up, we've got one-time publication book or report. In third place, Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. In second place, Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. And in first place, Virginia. Oh, hold on, this is a tie. Awesome, you should be excited.
You mean?
In first place, also Texas Parks and Wildlife. One-time publication brochure. In third place, Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. In second place, Georgia Department of Natural Resources.
You know who got this one, right? Yeah.
Congratulations.
And in first place, Tennessee State Parks. Next category, we've got one-time publication other. In third place, Ohio. Okay. In second place, we have a tie. New York Department of Environmental Conservation. Also in second place, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And in first place, Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. Next up, we got posters. In third place, Nebraska Game and Parks Commission.
I just like to walk.
All right, Jane.
In second place, New Mexico Department of Game and Fish.
Congratulations.
And in first place, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. All right, move on to best use of humor. In third place, North Carolina Wildlife Resources. Second place, Oklahoma. And in first place, Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Next up, we've got regulation publications. In third place, Nevada Department of Wildlife. place, also Nevada Department.
Back there.
And in first place, Oklahoma Department of Politics. Next up, best social media campaign. We do have a tie for third place in this category. Got Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. Also in third place, Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation.
I just want to know that. Like you can pick me up or something.
In second place, Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. I don't think that we have Florida here. Okay, set that aside. And in first place, Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Next up, best social media presence. In third place, Tennessee State Parks. In second place, Iowa Department of Agriculture. And in first place, Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. Next up, Conservation Post of the Year. In third place, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. In second place, Colorado Parks and Wildlife. And in first place, Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. Next up, audio program or podcast. In third place, got the Michigan Department of Natural Resources. In second place, Missouri Department of Conservation. And in first place, Tennessee.
Wow. Come on. This isn't going to be a fun.
Thank you.
All right, on this one, Chris is going to take over for the second half of the program.
So for the recurring video program, third place, Montana Fish, Parks and Wildlife. In second place, we have U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. We have a tie for first place. We have Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources. Missouri Department of Conservation. Video feature how-to instructional. In third place, we have North Carolina Wildlife Resources. In second place, we have Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources. In first place, we have Missouri Department of Conservation.
Congratulations, good work.
Rock on for Simmons! For video feature, hunting and fishing in third place, North Carolina Wildlife Resources. In second place, we have Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources. And in first place, we have Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation.
I don't know why this.
For the video feature natural resource conservation category, we have Nebraska Game and Parks Commission in third place. In second place, we have Colorado Parks and Wildlife. And in first place, we have Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. The outdoor recreation category. In third place, we have Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources. In second place, Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. In first place, Nebraska Game and Parks Commission.
Some more luggage. Congratulations.
You're gonna need a bigger bag.
For the video PSA and marketing category, in third place, we have Nevada Department of Wildlife. In second place, we have Utah Division of Wildlife Resources. In first place, we have Kansas Wildlife Parks and Tourism. In the magazine category, third place, we have Arizona Game and Fish Department. In second place, Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks. And in first place, Texas Parks and Wildlife. In the magazine destination, historical or cultural article, in third place, we have Texas Parks and Wildlife. In second place, Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. And in first place, Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. In the magazine fisheries article category, we have tied for third place. Virginia Department of Wildlife. Also in third place, Missouri Department of Conservation. In second place, we have Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. first place, we have Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. In the general interest article category, in third place, we have Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. In second place, North Carolina Wildlife Resources. And in first place, Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. In the wildlife article category, in third place, we have Pennsylvania Game. In second place, we have Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. And in first place, Missouri Department of Conservation. Communications Campaign Educational category, third place, we have Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Second place, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And in first place, Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. In the Communications Campaign Marketing category, we have a tie for first place. Third place is Nevada Department of Wildlife. In second place, Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Tied for first, we have Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. And Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. In the education category,
Thank you.
in third place, we have Nebraska Game and Parks. In second place, Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. And in first place, the Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. The external newsletter category, in third place, we have Tennessee State Parks. In second place, Texas Parks and Wildlife. In first place, Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. Internal communications in third place. We have Nevada Department of Wildlife. In second place, Wyoming Game and Fish Department. And in first place, Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. And for our last category website, get excited. Third place, Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. In second place, Tennessee State Parks. And in first place, we have the Arizona Game and Fish.
contest. A lot of it really incredible work. So if you're wondering how to get a better look at the winning entries, there is a winners gallery that will go live a little later tonight on the Awards Force website. So you can find the Awards Force link on the ACI website. I meant to put a QR code up here, but did not have time to do that. So just check out the ACI website, go to the awards page, and find the link to Award Force. There will be a 2024 winners gallery where you can view these entries and see all the elements that were included in those. Also, there will be a PDF document with scores included, judge bios, that will likely go up on Monday. But for those who really want to take a peek, the winners gallery is going live tonight. And the feedback round for all entrants. So if you entered this year, the feedback round opens tonight. You'll be able to go in, or I'm sorry, it will open tomorrow morning. You'll be able to go in and see comments from judges and check out your entries. So I know a lot of you have a ways to travel with your plaques. So there is a box over here. We'll put it on this table or closer to the stage with sleeves for your plaques. And if you need more than a foam sleeve, we also have some bubble wrap and paper that you can wrap your awards in if you need it. And finally, I just want to extend the invitation again. If you enjoy entering the awards contest, maybe you want to be a little bit more involved, we would welcome that. So if you're interested in being on the awards committee for ACI, we're always looking for people and would love to have you. So please get in touch with me or Blake, anyone on the board really, and they can point you in the right direction. So I think that is everything for my portion of the presentation. And now I'm going to turn it over to our president, Blake, for a few words.
So I have to gather some notes here, but I want to know what's in the water in Nebraska. So let's talk about that for a second while I grab my notes. Everyone having fun?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Would you believe me if I said I had a rap? I'm going to rap here. No?
Let's do it.
Let's hear it. You don't want to do that. First off, I want to congratulate all the winners and everyone that was involved with the ACI Awards. This is a big deal for us. Not only are we the content creators in the organization, we are the best of the best as far as outdoor communicators go. And this is the best competition in the country for us, and I truly do believe that. I also want to thank all the people that were entrants, the judges, maybe you were a category chair. Special thanks for Beth and Chris for putting on yet another phenomenal contest. I sat in that chair for 3 years, and you would be amazed the amount of work that they put into that to make it look this good. And so I just want to give them another round of applause, because you can imagine everything from opening up the contest to getting all the judges to ordering all the plaques. I mean, we have 35 categories and we're awarding over 100 and some awards. And so this is a big deal. And once again, I thank Beth and Chris for that. I also want to, I also want to thank Virginia. They put on one hell of a conference. They truly did. This is a great facility. It's a great neighborhood, being in the nation's capital with everything that you can do at night or during your day. The riverboat cruise, everything was phenomenal. And I can tell you that working with them behind the scenes and checking in with them, they made it so smooth. We had nothing to worry about. If there were issues, nobody knows about them because that's how good they are. So let's give them a round of applause. specifically Caitlin Jacobus, who was our conference chair. She was great to work with, and I also want to mention Tim and Kelsey, Shelby, and Megan for all their hard work, and that's the entire Virginia team. So after I get done talking here in about 5 minutes, I want you to, go out, have a drink with them, say hi with them, hug them. Virginia's for lovers. So. But even though the awards are over, I do have one more award to give. Tonight we gather to celebrate all the incredible work across the ACI. But this award is special. It's been given out every year that the president gives it out. And as the president, I have the great privilege to stand up here before you and recognize an individual that embodies the spirit of ACI. Since 1986, the Kay Ellerhoff Spirit of ACI Award has been awarded to individuals who have embodied exemplary leadership, unwavering dedication, and profound commitment and enthusiasm to the ACI membership. Forgot I had slides. Where am I at now? Okay. As one looks at the names that list on this award, some of us immediately remember the impact they had within this organization. And for those of you in the room who may be new to ACI, this organization is special and truly does have a spirit. And we wouldn't still be going strong today if it wasn't for these recipients who kept that spirit alive. And this year's recipient is no different. This individual has consistently exemplified what it means to go above and beyond the call of duty. Their dedication to our community is evident, and their overall passion for helping others through mentorship, leadership, collaboration, and the ultimate pursuit of knowledge is something to be admired. And I'm not talking about just within ACI. Tim Akamov has been a constant beacon of inspiration. He's been a constant beacon of inspiration amongst the communications community and on a greater scale in the entire government, social media, and communications arena. Tim works for the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife as their social media coordinator, and he also produces and hosts ODFW's Beaver State podcast. And as some of you are probably aware, he also created and co-hosts our very own ACI podcast, The Outdoor Communicators. Over Tim's career, he has worked for 3 newspapers in Oregon and Montana, lived in Alaska, working for a television station, dabbling in video and running social media. Also worked in Chicago at WEZ with their popular podcast, doing social media and dabbling in podcasting. He's also lived all around the world. He grew up in Europe for 7 years of his youth and came back to Oregon to where he lives now. And so I tell you all this because Tim possesses a fascinating view of the world from firsthand experiences and is equipped with a well-rounded skill set in communications. And all this is reflected by his leadership as he has mentored and inspired many of us throughout our careers. Some of us old-timers have always looked at Tim as kind of the trailblazer in social media back, 10, 15 years ago when many of us were trying to figure out what the heck we were doing. And so we met Tim and we always looked at him and he was always there as an inspiration, a motivator, and just a friend. Tim has never hesitated to help others, and he explores ways to give back to our community. For instance, he created many years ago, and manages the Fish and Wildlife Social Media Coordinators Facebook group, giving his colleagues across the country a forum to ask questions, vent, and collaborate. He also has volunteered his expertise many times presenting at not only our ACI conferences, but also GSMCon and our BFF conferences and webinars, just to name a few. And just this past spring, Tim was honored at the Government Social Media Conference with the Social Media Professional of the Year. Tim has been involved with ACI since 2016 and has since been a leader within the organization, whether it was serving on the board of directors, helping with the auction committee, or most recently, obviously hosting the ACI podcast, The Outdoor Communicators. A couple years ago, Tim and I were having conversations at the conference when we were talking about the idea of a podcast, and he really wanted to do it as a labor of love. Not because he was asked to do it, because he wanted to do it. and his enthusiasm and initiative for progressing our cause and honing our craft is something to be admired. But it's not his experiences and accolades that make him shine. It's his selflessness and friendship, and the things that don't necessarily get highlighted on resume reels. Tim, your passion, dedication, and unwavering commitment to the ACI membership have not gone unnoticed, and you most definitely have the spirit of ACI in you. On behalf of everyone here tonight and the entire ACI community and beyond, thank you for your incredible contributions and spirit. So would everyone join me to congratulate the 2024 recipient, Tim Akimov, the newest recipient of the K. Allerhoff Spirit of ACI Award. Unfortunately, Tim was not able to make it to our award ceremony. He is here. He had something come up, but we do have him on the line. So, Tim, are you there?
I am here. I'm here in spirit, but I'm here.
Spirit.
Speaking of spirit of ACI, well, thank you, Tim, for everything you've done for us. We hope to see you sometime, hopefully tonight. And we have a plaque for you. We have a traveling plaque for you, as well as one that you get to keep. But once again, everyone, Tim Akimov, Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. So just who's not aware of the ACI Award, this is a traveling plaque, and you can see all the names on it of all the recipients from 1986. And so Tim's name is etched here, 2024, Tim Akimov, Oregon. This is a traveling plaque that he gets to keep for a year, and then next year's winner gets that. He also gets one that he gets to keep. This is a handmade, I actually assembled this and made it. It's a handmade live edged piece of wood with acrylic on standoff. It says, Spirit of ACI Award, presented to Tim Akimov, Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. Exemplary leadership, commitment, and service to the membership of ACI, 2024. Just before we break, we have just a few things. I know we want to get out of here. All the award winners that want to get their picture taken, our photographer will be available. I think she's in the
I'm
back.
right here.
Oh, I thought you were already on there. You've probably seen her around. Just get with her. We may go outside just to get better lighting and just get out of this rain. But if you want your picture taken. Also, I would like to have, if previous Spirit of ACI winners are in the room, if Tim gets to show up, I want to get a group shot of all of us, and obviously a shot with him. And then the conference will not end. This is a tradition. We have a resolution that always encaps the conference. Our longtime friend and colleague Scott Ball from Florida, who was also our membership communication chair up until last year, who has since retired, but he was always the one that put this together and announced it, and it's fun. And I was trying to think who has that enthusiasm, and that that person is Jennifer. So this is how we end the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, in my best Scott Ball radio voice. Here we go. Whereas the Association for Conservation Information is an organization of natural resource conservation communicators dedicated to the craft, improvement, the exchange of new ideas, and the discussion of current environmental and wildlife conservation issues, celebrating its 86th year. Woo! And whereas the Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources, led by Conference Coordinator Caitlin Jacobus, and her amazing team hosted the 2024 conference at the fabulous Hyatt-centric Arlington in Arlington, Virginia. And whereas a warm and friendly reception was enjoyed by all attendees, complete with hors d'oeuvres, refreshments, and laughter at Aubrey & Sons. And whereas, after a warm welcome from the Virginia Executive Director Ryan Brown got the conference underway, whereas we passionately sang "Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream" with Dr. Mamie Parker, who inspired us all to make the outdoors better together, and in unison chanted, "I can, I will, I must." And whereas we witnessed willing volunteers get blindfolded and work as a team, and learned about the importance of inclusion in the outdoors and to go beyond our boundaries, and whereas we received tips on how to amplify our organization's outreach by developing strategic partnerships, and whereas living as a live audience, we experienced the behind-the-scenes look at the recording of the Outdoor Communicators podcast, and whereas conference attendees were allowed ample time to enjoy the vibrant Roslyn neighborhood of Arlington, toured the national monuments of DC, possibly inadvertently joined a political rally, and relaxed on the Potomac River on a riverboat tour of our nation's capital. And whereas we learned how to use improv to better make decisions and how to use humor on social media to engage the public, and whereas the annual ACI auction raised $4,885 to help offset the costs of putting on a conference. And whereas we learned that Virginia is for lovers and ACI loves Virginia, ipso facto, ACI is for lovers. Now, therefore, be it resolved that by the Association of Conservation in a duly constituted and now assembled meeting, that one, we do hereby attest and record on behalf of the membership of ACI our love, esteem, respect, and admiration for Caitlin and her team, and her energetic, effective, efficient, maybe possibly incessant triangle reign, but all in all, a superwoman for doing all of this while pregnant. And the whole group of hosts from the Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources, that the Association of Conservation Information is a better organization, having been able to gather in Arlington, Virginia by said organization. That the members of the Association for Conservation Information will return to their home states recharged and inspired to deliver our messages of conservation in a way that is most appealing to the public. That we hereby record the sentiments of this resolution forevermore upon the minutes and records of the Association of Conservation. Done and resolved at Hyatt Centric of Arlington, Virginia. This day, 25th of July, AD 2024. Thank you very much.